Hi everyone, Sadia Yunus here. I wanted to do this video to talk about communication. There's so many things that I can talk about when it comes to communication, but there's one thing that I wanted to focus on. You know, when we cross the street, or when we're little and we're told to cross the street and we're told to look left, right, left, right? So I want you to think of that and just remember LRL, right? Left, right, left. And so this can help us to really reflect on a formula for communication. And these are the beginning steps of communication. So listen, reflect, learn. When it comes to communicating with another person, whether it's our spouse, our child, our parents, friends, colleagues, anybody, it's so important for us to actually listen. And listening is an art form that we are really starting to lose. There's so much of the sharing and the telling and the speaking is that, no, I want you to hear my side. But when we listen, we're actually staying quiet. We're making eye contact with the other person. We have our body facing towards them. And we're actually listening to them. We're not just staying quiet and thinking about how we're going to respond. We're not on our phones or paying attention to something else. Actually listening requires focusing 100%. Reflect. The reflecting isn't reflection in the sense of mindfulness or meditation. Reflect means reflect back what the person said to them. And a great way to do that is, what I just heard is that you're feeling upset because I did this. Is that what you said? Or, I just heard that you're complaining about me. Is that true? So what that does is it gives the other person the opportunity, the chance to explain themselves. And not only explaining themselves in the sense that, explaining themselves that they're right, but explaining to you so that you can truly understand. You heard what they said, but because of our internal filters, because of the thoughts that we have that go on in our mind, because of maybe our contentious relationship with the other person, we interpret what they say, and it may not be correct. And so this is what I talked about in another video of mine, the clarifying question. So this is the reflection. Is this what you said? What I'm hearing is that you're upset with me. Are you? Is that true? And then the last L is learn. So what we're doing is learning about the other person. Explain to me why you got upset at that. Or can you tell me why you're getting so angry? Or, what's going on with you? What's been happening lately? You're learning about the other person. You're learning about what makes them tick, what makes them upset, what's important to them, what are their hopes and dreams. So listen, reflect, and learn. And if you noticed, all three of these has nothing to do with speaking. It has nothing to do with giving your case. It has nothing to do with your part in the conversation. And that's what I want everybody to try to focus on. For communication to be effective, we have to really think about the other person and truly understand what they have to say. Once we listen to them, once we reflect back to them and we really know what they want, we learn what we learn what is important to them and what they're trying to communicate, then we can have an open mind and an open heart and a willingness to make that relationship work. Or let's put the relationship aside for a minute, make that conversation work. So now that I listened to them, I reflected back what they said, and I learned what they meant. Now I can have an informed decision about how I'm going to respond. It gives us a little bit of space so that I won't just respond based on my anger, based on, the thoughts that I had in my head. But it's really on what the situation is, what the reality is, what the other person feels. And so this part of the conversation is extremely important. Understanding the other person and then thinking about how I want to respond. So I hope this really helped in getting you to see the important parts of a conversation. And I'm going to be doing more videos on communication, so definitely subscribe to my YouTube channel so that you can be up to date and you can see all the new videos. Thank you so much, and I look forward to speaking to you soon.